HK is kind of a factory for cryptocurrencies and enterprise blockchain technology. So we're both a research company and an engineering company.
Phase 1, an introduction to Cardano. One of the best alternatives you need to follow. Proof of stake algorithm, that's Ouroboros.
What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. Something big just happened to the price of Cardano, and this will push it to the brink of a massive breakout, targeting a new high of $1.40. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Cardano could begin another rally if the hurdle at the 44 cents mark was broken, and it has been broken. The IO map reveals that from this point forward, little resistance is ahead of Cardano's ADA, adding credibility to the ambitious outlook. Cardano has been amongst the best performing cryptocurrencies since the beginning of this year. The massive upswing came into play after ADA broke the 17 cents mark back in June of 2020. Besides, the most significant price action took place this week, with ADA crossing above the 40 cents mark and skyrocketing from there. And as of now, the least resistance path is only upwards from here, especially if the critical hurdle gets pushed into the rear view. Cardano's ADA is up 30% in the last 7 days. The consistent push by the bulls has brought the aspiring smart contract token to its ultimate test. If Cardano can rise above the immediate barrier, then a new rally would be birthed. This hurdle is extremely significant as it prevented ADA from continuing with its previous parabolic rise back in 2018. Therefore, pushing this back into the rear view would leave Cardano with an open air to explore. The near-term target is now 65 cents from where we are, and this is a 48% increase, while the most ambitious target lies at the last all-time high of $1.40 from where we are now. This will be a 230% increase. The relative strength index appears to validate the uptrend as it rises higher within the overbought region. It is common for the RSI to stay longer in this area during bull markets. Even the on-chain metrics are now flipping bullish for Cardano's ADA. The IO map by Into the Block vividly paints a bullish picture for Cardano's ADA. The model shows that Cardano has a relatively smooth to hit a new yearly high and perhaps complete a new all-time high journey within the next coming month. However, an area that the bulls must channel their concentration to run from is between the 48 to 50 cents. Additionally, we have 724 new addresses that had now purchased roughly 5.8 million ADA. Trading above this zone would be significantly bullish for the coin. On the downside, ADA is trading above a robust support zone, hence invalidating any chances of a breakdown soon. The only way from here is up. Just realize that the most vigorous resistance lies between the 42 and 43 cents mark, and roughly 18,500 addresses previously approximately bought 935 million ADA. Looking at the other side of the fence, there is not much ADA left out there circulating. It is being bought to be held and staked. This is the power of decentralization. Bitcoin, on the other hand, could rise above $600,000. These are the words of Gouguenhaim's Partners Global Chief Executive Investment Officer. Mr. Scott Menard is back on the news, and he is turning in a massive Bitcoin price prediction, estimating that the flagship cryptocurrency could appreciate by nearly 20 times its current price right now. In a new CNN interview, Scott Menard argues that Bitcoin could reach up to $600,000 if the market cap can catch up with gold and match it, by stating that if you consider the supply of Bitcoin relative to the supply of gold, and what the total value of gold is, then if Bitcoin were to go to those kinds of numbers, you would be looking at $400,000 to $600,000 per BTC. Gouguenhaim's global CIO says that the figure is not a prediction, but is a possible indication of where the top crypto assets' fair value may be. He says that Bitcoin's recent rally took the price above the $40,000 level is likely in part due to a short-term speculation. But then, when you consider that within a course of a month, we went from $20,000 to $40,000, then that smacks any short-term speculation. Now the ADA is coming out of that speculative run, and so the money began to migrate into other places. So Bitcoin had a lot of time where it had setbacks of 50% from its highest price. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen again. The Gouguenhaim global CIO adds that institutional investors might not be showing up enough to save the day. He concludes that, as I indicated recently, I don't really see the institutional support today, which is just coming online from the likes of BlackRock and Gouguenhaim, being big enough to support the valuation and its current levels. Despite the short-term volatile price movements, Scott Minard anticipates that cryptocurrencies are here to stay, as they are now gaining a wide-scale adoption. Michael Saylor, on the other hand, is now saying that Bitcoin may rise above $100 trillion market cap as money as you know it slowly goes digital. In a new interview at MicroStrategy's World Now Summit, which brought together hundreds of companies interested in learning more about Bitcoin, Michael Saylor touts the leading cryptocurrency's advantages in an increasingly digital era. The CEO says that he believes that Bitcoin can save companies from incoming inflations, allowing them to plug into a revolutionary and superior monetary network, and that in his mind, the cryptocurrency will become a multi-trillion-dollar asset class. He states that we realized that we need to find a way to virtualize our money because the financial response to the pandemic is one of a monetary expansion, and the monetary expansion has created an inflation, and the asset inflation has created a stampede to a new monetary system, a better monetary system than the current one that we have. Bitcoin may very well become north of $100 trillion by market cap, and every company has a treasury which would benefit from plugging into it, and every financial company would probably benefit plugging in its products or financial services into this network. So not only does Michael Saylor believe that corporations could protect their cash reserves by putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, but Decrypt reports that the CEO is confident that a new number of firms will do the same thing. The simple solution is to convert some of that cash into Bitcoin, and we did it. Square did it. You are going to see an avalanche of companies in the next 12 months also converting their balance sheet into Bitcoin because it is a scarce digital safe haven asset. He predicts that, as we have seen in the past year, much of that capital will flow into crypto, with Bitcoin being the biggest benefactor of that shift, by concluding that we have $300 trillion worth of money floating around in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, commercial real estate, and cash, and also banks, and these are the 20th century forms of assets. And what we saw this year is an explosion, an emergence of a new form of asset class, a new form of money, which is cryptocurrencies, and the winning cryptocurrency amongst all of them is Bitcoin. What are your thoughts on Michael Saylor's summit about Bitcoin and where its price is headed? Let us know in the comment section below. Like the video, share, subscribe for some daily crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.